Hey guys, welcome back to Frontier City Thrills. I'd like to take a minute to say thank you to all the military veterans from the past and present. Uh, Thanks for serving our great country, and thank you for your service. Uh, if you haven't already, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, it does help out the channel. So with that, let's go ahead and get started on this. So I know a lot of fans of this coaster kind of liked it, and some of them, mainly the coaster enthusiasts such as myself. I've never ridden one. Batwing from Six Flags America. Uh, I know it's got some issues. It, some people say it's rough. Some people say it's an okay coaster. Uh, but to be honest, this is my personal view. Uh, if they do decide to relocate it, and I'll get to that in just a minute. Uh, they can place this at the park. Now, you're saying some people are saying why would they do something like that? Because they've already removed Firehawk from Kings Island. This is the last standing uh, Tacoma Flying Dutchman that I know of, and I think that's what everybody thinks. Uh, Nighthawk and Firehawk were both removed. So because it's got a lot of issues, this, that, and the other. Well, let's take a step back and remember uh, what happened to Astroworld's Excalibur. Uh, that was relocated from Astroworld up here to Frontier City. Now, a lot of people think that it was Six Flags that did that. That was not Six Flags. It was a company out of Houston that dismantled it poorly. It damaged the tracks. It damaged the framing when they brought it up here. Well, in 2007, the park tried to reinstall it and come to find out that it was poorly damaged during that relocation effort back in 2000, whatever, 99, 98, whatever year it was. Uh, it was poorly damaged and poorly dismantled by that company out of Houston. It was not Astroworld's fault. It was not Frontier City's fault, which was Six Flags. It wasn't even their fault. It was that ride relocation program that uh, Gary's story had brought into effect. Well, this is somewhat the same situation that they dismantled and scrapped these other rides. This is the last one standing. If you bring this up here to Frontier City or down here to Frontier City into a park like this, now I've gone through and I've looked at the map as close as I could to see how well it would fit in the park itself, the 57 acres, not the 60 acres of undeveloped land, but the 57 acres that they currently are using. If something like this is brought in, it would increase the attendance. Remember, that's what Six Flags is trying to do, is increase the attendance at these other parks because they've lost 10 million guests since the end of the pandemic or beginning of the pandemic, actually. So this would really help out. Now, the ride statistics on it are, it's become a flying Dutchman. It's a chain lift hill. The height is 115 feet. The drop is around 103 feet. The length, or the drop, excuse me, is 103 feet. Now the length is 3,340 feet. The max speed is about 50 miles an hour. It's got 5 inversions. The duration is 200. There's 2 minutes and 2 seconds around that area. It's got a vertical angle of 33 degrees. The capacity per hour is 850. The G-force is about 4. So that's what would work perfectly in this spot. If some of the electrical parts or the hardware, you know, the mechanical issues, not the track and not the framing, but the mechanic, they can still order these from Vekoma and still have it up and running. I mean, they do these rides all the time. Look at Gunslinger. It took them a while to get Gunslinger back up to running. They had to run it in a different mode because it was a prototype. Uh, look at Silver Bullet. They don't make them anymore, but they can still get the parts for them. Diamondback, S&S has those parts. They can get those parts for that. They have taken off a piece of the Diamondback track and refurbished it so it runs smoother. This is the same situation that they can do. I know that some people are probably thinking, why would you do something like this? This makes no sense, blah, blah, blah. Now, as I said, if you look right here at the map that I pulled up, the overview map of Batwing, I matched it up with uh, the whole amphitheater area. Now, what they would have to do is remove the amphitheater stage. This is just what I'm looking at. If it would fit, they would have to remove the amphitheater stage, remove the two buildings, and uh, relocate Winged Warrior right here to another part of the park, another section of the park. That right there would really increase the attendance. It would probably overwhelm the park, but that's what Six Flags is wanting to do. Again, they want to increase all the attendance at these parks. Now, whether or not they want to do that, I don't know. We don't know the situation on where these rides are going to go. Remember, all these steel coasters can be saved as long as it's not done the way Excalibur was at Houston when it was relocated up here at Frontier City. They had to scrap it because the framing and the track was poorly damaged during that relocation effort by that company out of Houston. So with that, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to jump over and watch the Thunder game. Uh, Thank you all for your subscriptions. It really helps out the channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, the bell for the notifications. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Happy Memorial Day, and goodbye.